What up, guys? It is Kevin E, the Farm D. Today, I am going to be talking about the one thing that you are probably taking for granted. What up, guys? This is Kevin E, the Farm D. I actually recently caught influenza, and it was the most amazing thing. It's pretty crazy. Out of the 10 plus years I've been working in pharmacy, I've never caught the flu. Ever. Right when I caught the flu, I was actually about to head out to Chicago for Ramit Sethi's Forefront event. Now, that was an amazing event. It was like, one of the things I loved about it was that it really taught me how to live a rich life. We had a gala at like a science museum where we were dancing and stuff. I got to meet really cool people, really smart people who made me feel like I was dumb, you know? But that was an amazing thing because I got to learn so much, like people who wrote books or had their own coaching business or had their first launch and they made $14,000, you know, off one launch in one day, which was crazy, you know, like these are the people I want to be around with, you know. But also it was very hard for me. I literally was on the airplane going through chills and fevers and sweat. Being in Chicago, it's also a very windy city, and I was like, oh, I didn't bring enough clothes, or it felt like it. And so I couldn't actually meet up any of my friends that were in Chicago. Tough shit. One thing I learned on a trip, I actually met this guy named Sean Woods. Shout out to you, Sean. He was going over first 50K like course or something like that. And he was talking, this guy, he goes into the room smiling all the time, and he was the most positive, energetic person I've actually ever met in my whole life, dude. It was really crazy. It was really crazy because it's not too often where you get to meet people like that with such passion and drive, right? And it put my passion and drive to shame, man. I was like, fuck, how do I get your sense of positivity and stuff? And it's so crazy. So he joined the military, served, and then after he did a trucking business, which failed miserably, but then he got into real estate and he also did his MBA. And his story was actually really, really cool, you know, and he came from the hood. It's really a story of going from rags to riches, man. One of the messages that he really, really resonated with me was always put your health first. And, you know, like you hear this a lot. Like you see on Instagram, you hear your parents talk about it. Don't take your health for granted. But as I was having influenza and as I was having chills, it literally in the room, because there was like, they blasted AC and I was like dying. He was like, put your health first. Without your health, you can't help other people. Without your health, you can't run your business. And I was like, fuck. So many times in my life, I martyr myself. I put other people first. I put work first before my own health. Like, this includes sometimes the gym, but it also includes rest, you know? Like, I don't rest enough sometimes. I just realized that I never put my health first, you know? So ever since then, I started sleeping more. I started really resting up. I started taking the time in the morning to really plan my day because that really helps focus me, right? But more importantly, right when I got back, because the week prior I was working, but I was miserable. I was like literally in front of the heater, fucking going through chills, and just like I had such little energy that I could barely move, and it sucks so much. When I got back from Chicago, it's pretty funny. On the flight, I honestly wanted to do emergency landing. I don't know what happened. Like I felt like you know that scene from Star Wars: Return of the Jedi when like Sith Lord is like force lightning with Luke Skywalker? That's what it felt like to me. You know, like I felt like I was getting electrocuted on the fucking airplane, and I wanted to like call a flight attendant and do emergency like landing or something, you know? Like I literally felt like death and pain, you know? And I realized on the airplane that, you know, sometimes it's really important to remember the stories that you tell yourself, you know, and that you can rewrite your stories. So for the longest time, I put work, school, everything before my health. and today I was gonna change it, you know, and I actually called in my first sick day ever, you know, and just to rest, you know. Thank God I did, because I don't think I would have made it through the pharmacy at all. Now that I'm a little better after losing 20 pounds in 3 days and all that sort of stuff, and I'm gaining weight again, after all that sort of stuff, I decided to put my well-being first. I work out over my doing any business stuff. I meditate. I do all the stuff that I need to succeed in the morning before anyone else, because at the end of the day, I'm a people pleaser and I always neglect my own needs. But I'm rewriting that story today, and I want to empower you guys, if you are like me, to stop putting work over everything and really put your own well-being first for once. You know, it might be hard, it might not be perfect. There's some things that we just don't have control over. Like, let's say if your job is really killing you, you fucking hate it, right? Most likely you can't leave your job overnight. You do have that choice, but like if you have school debt and stuff, it's probably not the smartest choice, right? But one thing at a time. And for me, one of the acts of respect for myself is making sure that I drink water, making sure that I exercise every single day or do something, even if it's like a small walk. Those things are actually really important for us, and realizing that if you're dead, you can't help anyone. So that was the realization I had. Thank you. I just want to thank Sean Woods again for really helping me out. I've heard this message so many times, you know, like from my nagging parent. Oh, Kevin, you should rest. Oh, Kevin, you should take care of yourself more, you know? But it never really hit me until recently, you know? So let me know, are you guys like me? Do you guys put work in front of everything? What sort of obstacles get in the way of putting yourself first? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bam.